Carol, I've got a question for you, and it's not about the weather. I'm asking everyone this morning. How did you sleep last night?
Last night, like a log, but
Brilliant.
the previous 2 nights hardly slept at all.
There you go. It's tricky, isn't it?
What's your secret tip for a good night's kip?
Going to bed early and just keeping a regular, schedule, basically.
Yeah.
I go to bed at 7 o'clock, John.
I know she does. It's too early. Carol, that's one way of doing it.
7
Super
o'clock.
early.
Respect.
You might have guessed we are talking about the importance of sleep this morning. Did you get your full 8 hours last night, or
Carol
did
got
it
about
feel...
15 by the sounds of it.
She is very disciplined. Did you feel as though your alarm went off as you literally just nodded off?
Does 8 hours really matter? Are we overthinking that? We need to change the way we approach it. Researchers think we're not taking our sleep seriously enough. And today they're launching a new campaign to help with our habits. Let's take a look at some of their new recommendations.
Lately, a lot of us have become really fixated on sleep. We time it, we track it, in the hope that we can eventually master it. Good sleep is really essential to the functioning of every human mind and body. But if you focus on the data and the details of your sleep, it's really unlikely to improve it. In fact, it could have the opposite effect. Value your sleep. Remember, it heals us, balances our emotions, keeps us energized, and supports our cognitive function. And prioritize it. So just as we make time for food when we're really hungry, make time for the sleep that you need. Next, we need to really personalize it. We wouldn't expect everyone to walk around in the same size shoe or slipper. So understand that everyone's sleep needs are also different. Next up, take steps to protect your sleep. So go beyond the usual recommended tweaks to your routine. But most importantly of all, you've got to trust sleep. Following the 5 principles of good sleep health really is the best way to unlock a better night's sleep.
We need to trust sleep. Let's talk further. We're joined by Colin Espy, who's a professor of sleep medicine at the University of Oxford. Good morning.
Good morning, John.
How did you sleep last night?
I slept all right. How did you sleep?
What's your secret?
I did answer the question.
There you go. Well done, Colin. Come on, keep him in check. How did you sleep, John?
How did you sleep, John?
I think I've been sleeping better the last few days because I'm doing dry January. And
right,
I wonder
helps.
whether that has helped me. I'd like to think
might.
it hasn't, but I think it might have done.
Yeah, well, the 5 principles of good sleep health are about learning the value of sleep and making sure we prioritise it. So maybe we've done a good thing there, John.
OK.
What is going on with us at the moment? Because lots of people don't sleep so well, I think. People that we talk to on the programme, people maybe don't sleep as well as they used to years ago. Is it because we're all on our phones and screens all the time? What is it?
I think that's part of it, but if you think about sleep as a fundamental thing that not just for us, but for the whole animal kingdom, the animal kingdom doesn't sleep well because it avoids caffeine. It doesn't sleep well because it doesn't have a mobile phone, if you think of it like that. So these are hygiene factors that can make a little bit of a difference. But the main enemies of sleep are not being in a regular pattern and not trusting that pattern. Yes. Oops, Sally.
Yeah.
And the racing mind. You must be familiar with that.
Yes.
That's the enemy, isn't it?
Very familiar with the racing mind.
We overthink the whole thing.
Yeah.
And actually, if you try to sleep, if you put too much effort into it, then you're more likely to stay awake. I've never met anyone in my career who's able to get to sleep. I've been in this business for 45 years since I qualified clinically. I've only ever met people who can fall asleep. And if you try to get to sleep, it's like trying to breathe, you hyperventilate, you make errors and you make yourself more aroused. It's a fascinating thing. It's about trust. And I think in the modern society, I think we very much want to control things. We want to find tips and tricks to manage it. And actually what they sometimes do is make us too effortful, make us too focused, and make us less likely to be able to sleep. And that's what this campaign is really about, is to emphasise principles like valuing, prioritising, personalising, that's important as well, trusting and protecting our sleep.
Yeah, because we just asked people at home, did you get your 8 hours last night? How important are 8 hours, or is that another way in which we're kind of putting ourselves under too much pressure?
Well, can I ask you a question, John? It's another personal
I love
question.
this.
What's your shoe size?
10.5.
Right. I'm a size 8.5. Why don't we have the same size feet? Why would you have the same size sleep? So when you take something like 8 hours, you think about an average, but then people say, oh, that's what I meant to get. But it's really important to think of the principle of personalisation to discover the sleep requirement you have. It may be, you know, larger or smaller, but when you find the window that's correct for you, you're more likely to sleep well. So I'd encourage people to experiment. And when you're not sleeping well, that can feel a scary thing to do because you think, well, I'm already not getting enough sleep. I don't want to experiment with it. But that's what we do in the shoe shop. We try the... You must like shoes, Sally.
Why did you say that?
Well, I
I quite like shoes. Yeah,
but I mean...
Yeah, I do.
But even though you know your shoe...
Everyone in the gallery is nodding, apparently.
Yeah, I bet they are. But even although you know your shoe size, you still try it on, don't you?
Yes.
So
See
I think
if
it's
it works.
important to figure out, and one of the messages I think to everyone, this is true for everyone, is to be comfortable with trying out a different sleep size, different time of going to bed, getting up, to find the best window for you, and also the best timing of your sleep. Because some people are night owls and some people are morning people.
I've got so many questions.
You've got so many questions.
How long have you got, Colin?
Yeah. So, what about for people who sleep, say they wake up in the night, can't go back to sleep. They have a toddler, a new baby. You're a shift worker, you get broken sleep. Can you catch up? What do you do?
Well, of course, the very fact that it troubles us we don't get enough sleep, and there's reasons for it sometimes, kind of underlines the importance of sleep, doesn't it? That if you think about, if you live to the age of 80, you'll have 30,000 sleep treatments in your life. If you think of each night as a treatment that nature provides for you for your function during the day, then you get all that treatment provided free of charge. But of course, at times we struggle. And sometimes that is a temporary state of affairs, and sometimes it could become more chronic. I think it's hard to avoid wakefulness, sometimes a new baby at home, but what is really important is not to begin to overthink it and trying to get back to sleep too much, because then you won't be able to do it. And catch up in your sleep when you can, of course. Get your husband to do some of the duties as well.
It's the catching up, isn't it, that's tricky?
Catching up is really hard.
Yes.
And when you do the catching, again, it's that rhythm thing, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it's best if we can have the same pattern every day, including weekends. But there is this thing called...
Not everyone can, though.
No, I know. But there's this thing called social jet lag, which is where we catch up at the weekend, sleeping longer than we do during the week. Sometimes we just maybe need to try to get to bed a bit earlier as well.
And is that OK?
During the week.
Yeah.
If we can. Particularly if you're a bit of a morning person, it's easier to get to sleep quicker. If you're a bit more of a night owl, it's hard.
I know people at home are going to have so many questions like we have this morning, because it's a really good time of the year, isn't it, January, to try and get better new habits.
When we all want to hibernate
Come back a bit
anyway.
later.